Hello viewers, I'm SP and welcome back to Stasis Bone Totem, where we have discovered that the one remaining escape pod is definitely not functional as an escape route, and also now there's some kind of giant flesh-eating bug in here, so that's... things are just... okay, it's not all from bad to worse. There is theoretically a way out, kind of, sort of, theoretically. If we can just figure out how to repair that dive suit and then have Charlie walk along the ocean floor in the dark. What a fucking nightmare. Okay, where are we at here? So we have a pretty jagged spear tip, pretty mean looking, this empty acetylene torch, and an empty hypodermic syringe. And that's it for the moment. Gosh, what else am I going to do? There are no other interaction points here. I'm not actually allowed to look in the pod, so presumably whatever's going on there isn't important. And yeah, it does seem like maybe Mac's ability to contribute here is somewhat limited. Alright, let's swap over to other people. So we still have to figure out... let's just do a quick refresh here. We still have to figure out the lung situation. We still have to figure out a situation for the thermals inside the suit. We have an idea, at least, on the lungs. Kind of. Also, we did this. That's a fun thing that I wish I could undo. Alright. What was the problem with this? We need spinal fluid to perform the operation that I'm trying to get this to perform, is that right? Well, I mean, we certainly have access to some bodies. I don't know how we're gonna get... I mean, we got a hypo. I guess I do know how we're gonna get spinal fluid out of them. It's just... did I try with... I think I did. Did I try just using the hypo on the, I guess this pack is between us and the spine. We might be able to solve that, actually. A good cutting or piercing implement in emergencies, though I'd prefer not to use it barehanded. That makes sense. Would you do it anyway? Yes, you absolutely would. Okay, cool. We've managed to cut out some coolant, at least. Can I plug this in here? Is that... okay, cool.
Operating within established parameters.
Alright, well that is something. I'm gonna give the hypo to the bear. And apparently we're not done with this spear tip yet. So, I mean, there's stuff floating in these tanks. A row of corpses hanging like grotesque puppets, but not stuff we can do anything with. There's nothing else interactable in this area, including no doorways to walk through. I guess we can still probably go back into the vents, right? I mean, there's certainly a body in the vents. What is... I mean, we might have to cut this away to get access to what's underneath. Yeah. There you go. Okay. I mean, it's certainly full of some kind of fluid. We'll see if that's good enough for the machine, I guess. This music is very menacing, almost insanely menacing. If I squeezed this, would it shoot out like a water gun? Probably best not to try that. Proceed. Well, that didn't make any kind of visual sense, but all right. Cool. We did it. I'm going to step away from the auto dock, just a feeling I have. Let's grab ourselves some repaired bio-lungs. Must admit to a bit of a morbid surprise to see it in action. No, wait, shoot, that's not what I wanted. Back up. I want to open this. Can I not? Okay.
Operating within established parameters.
It's weird that you just drop the lungs on the thing instead of opening it and then putting the lungs inside. I feel like that's a different interaction paradigm than we have generally had. But at this point, this thing should be, yeah, should be functional. Now, I have forgotten what the pressure calibration for the suit was, but I do know also that I took a screenshot of it. So let me just get my screenshots up over here. 631. I bet if you press this dive button without calibrating this correctly, you get a gruesome death cinematic. I'm gonna choose to skip that. I hope everybody's cool with that. All right, let's see.
Train systems, biotechnological deep atmosphere environment suit. Systems check. Alert. Apparatus is operating within established parameters. Ready for deployment.
Does that need to be an alert?
Okay. Here goes something. Preparing to dive.
Also, apologies. The audio is still coming in pretty hot some of the time. Okay, this is what I was worried about. They are going to make me actually do this. All right, no big deal. It's fine. The aperture above ignobly lowers divers onto the ocean bed as if spitting foul food. A panel by the supports calls down a lift, allowing one to re-enter, but the control mechanism appears to have been melted. There is no return to the mule on this route. Well, let's take a look at it at least. Oh no, wait, that's the panel. What is this? Just a map here, I guess. Okay. So there's a surprising number of interactables.
Oh my god.
Are you outside?
Yes, it's... Mac, it's incredible. It's the bottom of the ocean.
I get that you're fascinated by it, but remember where you are. A place no human was ever meant to survive. Be careful.
So beautiful.
I have never identified with a character less than I identify with Charlie in this moment. What is over here? What is pinned to this strut? Huh. Okay. Well, again, we're just going to take a screenshot of that. Everything goes in the camera roll. Try to turn around here. I am very, very clumsy. A glance downward reveals the seafloor to writhe with life. A swarm of tiny crabs scatters and reconverge in the wake of your steps, while thin, nail-sized jellyfish dance with floating detritus. And also, much larger jellyfish on occasion. We definitely saw something swimming around here. This line of spotlights delineating the path casts spears of light into the darkness, making meteor showers of dust and debris pass through. I do not like this even one little bit. The lower part of the mule dock provides egress to deep-sea divers. To the side, a conglomeration of tiny sea life feasts on cadaverous remains. Some people who tried to get out and didn't, I guess.
Mac, this looks like the exterior of your escape pod room. And I found a terminal.
Would it get you in here?
No, but it might get you out. If I can equalize the pressure in there.
Okay. I'd prefer not to have my brain blow out of my ear canals, though.
Noted. Hold on. It's behind a cage.
Well, I mean, I'm a little worried about piercing my suit if I touch this thing. Ah, okay. OXY-ACETYLENE, also a padlock, which would seem to be the way to solve this problem. I do not think the spear tip is going to help with this. The corrosion is worrying, that's true, but beggars can't be choosers. So we have a little bit of OXY-ACETYLENE. A torch or something. Give me this.
Tricky. Loading these acetylene cartridges. Have to listen for the click.
Okay, that'll probably do it. Bye, someone. Okay. Is pressing this button a good idea right now? Should I maybe look around a little bit more first? I guess if it kills Mac, at least we'll probably get a reload pretty quickly.
Cycling pressure injectors.
Mac? You're now a free man. Tell me I'm amazing.
You're amazing.
You didn't have to say that.
Level 1+ access required. Okay, don't know what to make of that. And there's some kind of, I don't know, this is a slot to insert something, maybe like a key card or... Okay. There's, in theory, enough juice in here to keep cutting. So that's interesting. What do we have up here? The clutch of bulbous mule structures appears akin to titanic malodorous eggs. Fun. Alright, it does not look like we are meant to leave this immediate area. Well, let's have a look at what that's done for Mac. Cool, great. Can I just real quick, just in case, just a feeling I have. Okay, well, some more corpses. The body lies face down, half submerged in water, blighted by crimson ichor, expelled by the twin cadavers. Both victims bear 2 bullet wounds, evidence of efficient slaughter. His corpse slumps against the wall, retaining some sense of the dull-witted shock it experienced when faced with its execution. The glint of a gold tooth peeks out from its chops. Okay.
Kane.
More bodies.
Yeah. But these were... executed. They were shot in the back of the head.
Gunshots. I heard gunshots. Many gunshots. Days ago. Weeks ago. Eons ago. My head.
It was 6,000 something hours, right? Or wait, maybe I'm not. We saw a number in the 6,000-ish hours, which puts us in the neighborhood of some weeks, right? All right. What I was gonna say before I got interrupted there is, gosh, I hope we're not gonna have to do anything gross to this person's face with our spear tip in order to access their teeth. All right. What is this? Okay, that is exactly the kind of key card you would plug into something underwater. I do not like the way that it is making their teeth. Okay, if you got to think about... I'm going to click this thing on that thing, by which I mean the face. So just...
What is my life right now?
You should sterilize your hands, Mac.
I really should.
Oh, friends, that's the... Okay. I tried to give y'all some warning. I hope that those of you who needed it took it. I needed it. I have a thing about mouths and dental stuff, and okay. I hope that I did successfully hit the mute button before I gagged, and I apologize if I didn't. An infinite deep inky blackness swirls around the glass portal, all reality seeming to end beyond the sand and seaweed situated closest to the portal rim. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be dark, dark, dark out there. Clutches of ocean floor plant life quiver and sway outside the viewing portal, as if beckoning spectators to join them within the freezing void, or mocking their current misery and entrapment. It was a very video game thing to do, right? To just, like, pull those teeth. Because we have no reason to think that we need them. It's just, they were obviously significant. I don't know. Maybe I didn't need to do that. I actually would really respect the game if you don't need them, if they never come into play, and it's just like, it's a thing the game lets you do because it wants to let you horrify yourself. Well, this brings back some memories I'd hoped were behind me. Not stuff I'm proud of, nor something I'm eager to discuss. What does Moses think about the teeth? If we take these, how will the Tooth Fairy find them? Oh, buddy, I don't think the Tooth Fairy's gonna find a way down here. Please do not put the key card in your mouth. Alright, let's continue looking around here. So, unauthorized personnel have been denied access to many areas of the mule due to the emergency evacuation protocols. Break glass in emergency. Well, I can certainly do that.
The Kane Medical Division is not responsible for injuries or cardiac events resulting from the premature removal of this device.
Oh, that's shocking.
That is the correct response, Mac.
What? Nothing? Come on.
Alright, well, might this fit in here? P. Hendry, security level 1, debt, Jesus. Job, scrubber maintenance. Okay. Insufficient security level for door access. This is probably important, though. Just take a quick screenshot of that. So, okay. We know where this will do something, though. Let's look around this room a little bit more. The machinery sits lifeless. Burn marks announce a handful of bullet punctures. Yeah, so this is the work of that Black Ops team, right? Ocean floor sediment has accompanied the escape pod overflow seawater, begriming it. The sharp, cold seawater perpetually gnaws and bites at the Hydra's surface. The panels continue to hum quietly, undeterred by and uncaring for the state of the facility they power and operate. Alright, well, let's pass this to Charlie and see what she can do with it. We can certainly get this thing partially opened. A reasonably standard heart shocker, delivering a high volt pulse. Hopefully it won't be needed for its intended purposes, but it has exciting jury rig potential. Genuinely creepy, holding a dead person's teeth in my hands. Not sure why Mac extracted these. I'd rather not know. Ooh, I wonder if that text will change once a use for them becomes available. Or, like, I wonder if that text is different if you figure out what they're for before removing them. Not that it would need to be, right? Like, there's not a particular reason for them to go to that effort, but... Okay. Turn off mule lights? Absolutely fucking not. Eject hydrotransformer. Okay. I've worked with these before. They utilize an ocean's current to generate current. Right, the other kind of current. However, the voltage is rather low. Maybe we can pump it up with a suitable addition. Is that a thing we need to do? What if I just really fucking electrocute the shit out of it?
The defibrillator needs an extra jolt of power. The hydro generator ought to do it.
I'm a little surprised this didn't explode when we Frankensteined the power couplings together. This is going to deliver one hell of a shock. Is that valuable? Is that a thing we needed to do? I don't want to turn off the mule lights. That feels bad. Now what? There's not any interaction points on this anymore. So, Doesn't seem like I've missed anything here. We just need, really what we need is a higher security key, right? Alright, let's, nothing has changed about Moses' situation in a little while. He's just sort of stuck. Do we know what the deal is with this, this door up here? How I might get through? Nope. Yeah, alright. Lockdown or malfunction everywhere. Is there anything else of import to do out here? Oh, okay, yeah, there's an area transition that I didn't see. That's of import. A large overhead floodlight shines a glaring light upon the canyon, making a snowstorm of passing particulates caught within the radiance. Very similar descriptive text, but not exactly the same. A dense forest of seaweed, ebbing and flowing to fickle currents. A thick mane of agrestal fur. Weedy strands caress and wrap around the diving suit. Long leaves stick to and slide over the visor, while soft clumps worsen an already treacherous terrain. So I think I've mentioned that I just kind of generally have thalassophobia. I have a
So much life down here. At this depth.
Jellyfish. Hope's second favorite.
She loved how they bounced.
My Charlie. My Hope.
Hope is a weird fucking kid. I have one definitely like traumatic, specific memory of having been convinced to go swimming in a lake and getting in the lake and like a strand of seaweed, a tall strand of seaweed that reached almost to the lake surface, like wrapping around my leg, and the screaming. Oh, the screaming. It turns out I am capable of a lot of noise under certain situations. Oh, good. Shark. Beware, shark. Little external infrastructure has survived the unyielding onslaught of the ocean deep, leaving you to wander a seafloor wasteland. The vastness of the surrounding black ocean imposes a sense of insignificance and utter isolation, a solitary pinprick within a boundless shadow. The yellow hex pathway reemerges from the flood of sand, dragging itself out from under the growing buildup of ocean matter. And I guess we're gonna stick to it? Yeah, this is a transition point. Alright, hold on. Before we actually go this way, let's see if the other blue bits we are seeing here are also transition points. Is this just like an unbelievably huge area in which we move slower than normal? A series of point lights have been put into place to provide a breadcrumb trail of beacons, but gathering sand and rock has buried most and snuffed out their light. Okay, no, this is a take-a-look point, so I'm glad I came over here. I think this is the same map. Hold on a second. Flipping through my recent screenshots real quick. No, it's not the same map. So the bit that's highlighted in red must be the "you are here." Because it is the same map, but with a different bit in red. Well, you know what? What the hell? Why not just get a really thorough collection of screenshots? Okay, so I think we have seen everything that there is to see here. Managed to scavenge everything of import. Situation we're in feels like it would be deeply unwise not to make sure you've seen and touched and grabbed everything. All right, let's see what's over here. A crane control terminal. This terminal facilitates control of the crane mechanism from a local or remote location. The crane in question cradles a deep-sea rover in a protective hug, while joyfully threatening to hurl it into the black gulf below. Okay, we have some kind of control mechanism here. Nope, just more "you are here." Exotic fish, each a horrific variety of deep-sea shapes, snake through the hair like seaweed, like nightmarish mites. Yeah, everything you see down here is going to be so horrifying. Heavy-duty sea cables weave between the crane and a pair of underwater generators, which are still running, thankfully. And here's our rover.
Mac, are you there? Look.
You found the rover. Good girl.
Yeah, it's a Fido. It looks intact, too.
How are you going to get to it, though?
Good question. Stand by.
I am so worried that I'm going to lower this inappropriately and lose it into the whatever. An impossible bulwark teases itself from the foggy boundaries of blackness just beyond, towering from the chasm below. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff down here that's kind of impossible. The ocean depths beyond house radiating darkness so complete, so primally terminal, that it projects an unfathomable malign intelligence that renders even the tiniest mode of light wholly unwelcome and utterly rejected. Alright, let's see if this crane is functional. Certainly if it's not, we can do some, editing.
Damn it. Terminal's locked. I can't access it.
How can you tell that that's the problem? It's not even a place to... There's nothing else around here in terms of interactables. The lip of the canyon, lit by nearby floodlights, contrasts so entirely with the dark beyond that it feels an edge to reality itself. Anything and everything past that boundary, an alien otherness. Alright, let me run back over to the rover. We have thrusters, right? This is probably actually what those thrusters are for. How do I...
You can't jump that. Or swim it.
I know, but I might be able to get it closer.
Well, crane should have operational terminals nearby.
Well, unlock local terminal.
Crane operations terminal access.
It's unlocked. I can use the crane controls now. I think.
It's weird that like to get my suit to unlock, I had to walk over and like focus on the rover a little bit. Technologically and as a general use protocol, that doesn't really make a ton of sense. Why would it be designed that way?
Oh, jeez. There's a scrubber inside this thing.
A what?
Biotech. Little device, works in swarms, usually for cleaning spacecraft. They altered it for deep sea work. It melted the motherboard. If I could remove it, maybe I could fix the electronics.
Guessing you can't just grab it.
It would short out my whole suit.
Okay. I mean, we have here a prying object that is mostly made of metal. I don't know if it's conductive. Oh, this seems like it might kill us. That was less horrible than it might have been. Also, in the cinematic, she clearly just grabbed it with her hand. That is not what I told her to do. Oh, death 3. We did miss a death somewhere. Okay, so I need, like, something to push it away with. I need just, like, a stick. Just, like, a wooden stick would be great. I really thought, like, you know, she didn't even try to use the spear. There's no other interaction point available. I mean, we could jam a bunch of objects at it. The keycard's, like, made of plastic. Just, like, scoop it. Just scoop it away with the keycard. No? It's not gonna let me do that? Scoop. Just, yeah. Okay. The design of this thing is horrible. Truly horrible. Well, let me go back to Moe's. We have a bunch of tools now. Let me return to the holy hell, Moe's. Dude's really booking. Let's look at this shark room again. Okay, I don't think any of this stuff's going to be useful. No interaction points. We definitely looked at all of these objects. Why would there be like a picture of him with a picture? Who made this collage? That's just his PDA. Nothing to do with the shark. You know, there's that vent casing at the south end of the area. I wonder if I can cut through it now with the torch. There we go. The fire inside has died. Oh. Wait, that's a lock, right? Like I can't go back? Sure is.
You are in VAT Central Processing, a restricted area.
This hardwired terminal can communicate with the mule's computer systems. Fortunately, it seems that someone is already logged in. Lake Kubilius connected. Security and privileges. Elevate access by employee ID. Well, like, employee 9428 is only security level 1, but I guess let's see. Interesting. He's only security level 1 for that area, I suppose. Okay, mule database not connected. Personal logs for Lake Cubilius. Chris, I remember the first day I saw you. You were standing at the landing of the escalator, waiting to meet your friend for lunch. That friend happened to be Mike, and Mike happened to be trying to hook us up. We made googly eyes at each other, and a few days later we went on an actual date. A week later we moved in together. Every morning I brought you your first cup of coffee. Every morning until... I miss you. I hope I'll dream of you tonight. From Ties. An excerpt from Effects of PS139 on Genetic Structure with comments. While transmission occurs primarily via respiration, with some evidence showing infection also spreading via ingestion, the fascinating symptoms begin with seeding the nervous system. Excruciating death is not interesting, apparently. The microbe, in effect, hijacks strands of the host's RNA, incorporating its genetic material into the host's genome. Memories. I must dig up the old research that the shark guy mentioned. This rogue material contains, among other things, a segment of non-coding DNA that we suspect is responsible for upregulating gene expression on an exponential scale. Rapid neural development, but graft was missing. While the symptoms caused by PS139's growth in the lungs are too severe for the human body to survive for long, in more robust hosts, it could lead to drastic changes in behavior and personality, eventually even to new cellular physiology. No physiology, no personality, no problem. I think this is a new name. A message from Dr. Robert Liversage. Notice all Organic Computing Division members. Okay, everyone, heads up. The new VAT brain is arriving tomorrow. The board only provided us with this new model because of the projected value of the research we're doing here. Please handle the equipment with the utmost care as we take over its maintenance during the final weeks of maturation. I'd rather not end up at a debt realignment center on the ring. Chris, I just remembered that storm at the old Orange Grove house. It knocked out the electricity, and we made shadow puppets on the wall and talked nonsense until the lights came back. Besagan gave me an idea. It could screw up their precious vat, but if there's a chance... Look, don't worry, I'll be careful. I've been using the ventilation system to access central processing between shifts. I miss you so goddamn much. Remember our favorite Carl Sandburg poem? Yellow dust on a bumblebee's wing, gray lights in a woman's asking eyes, red ruins in the changing sunset embers. I take you and pile high memories. Death will break her claws on some I keep. Chris, I was thinking back to when James was 3. I'd sing him a lullaby before bed, that annoying one, go to sleep. Then after a week, he changed the words to be about me and sang it back to us. I've partitioned off each of the vat brain's right hemispheres to be used solely for the regular computing requirements of the mule. With the increased processing power of dense neural paths created by the microbe, no one should think it odd that they're only using half their brains for the tasks they're being given. The other half of each brain is mine. I've done some tampering. The vats should be restricted to my implanted memories from before your diagnosis. Before it all went to shit. Now I just have to make sure no one goes snooping. On a base full of people whose literal job is to be inquisitive. It should be fun. Ties Besagund, the mule wackadoodle, keeps messaging me. I never respond. His protruding mechanical organs make me uncomfortable. Chris, did I ever tell you that your impossible father approved of me in the end? In a moment of lucidity, he told me, I envy you. I never got to visit space. So, after Parkinson's took him, James and I built a model rocket and launched it into the heavens as a tribute to old grumpy grandpa. Your absence is a void at the center of my life. But soon, that will change. So Lake was really, really never able to let go of the loss of their partner. And it sounds like it's a thing that basically they just held on to and allowed to twist inside of themselves for quite a lot of years before coming here and having the terrible idea that we are witnessing them having. This is a report, not a personal log. This is what's actually going out to somebody. Oh, maybe not, because it mentions Chris again. The matter fiber pathways in the hippocampus, the prefrontal cortex, and the basolateral amygdala have been successfully mapped based on the archived cortical engrams I kept from before Chris's illness. Yeah, you would think you would not want to mention that that's what you were doing in an official report of any kind? Oh, shit. Liversage reviewed the baselines for VAT-01 and noticed the increased neural activity. I need to think fast. And so a message is sent to Dr. Robert Liversage. Robert, I've been tinkering with the VAT/Mule temporal sequencing to maximize data throughput. As a result, you can expect to see some unusual activity in the MEG readings. That's perfectly normal. Oh, I'm so close. The high-resolution neuroimaging data shows excellent results. There is now a complete structural and functional neural engram of Chris's brain synapse in VAT-01. Okay. VAT-01, is this the one that was offline already when we entered that room? Just before James was born, I woke up to... this is a message from the VAT-01 system, so effectively this is a version of Chris's thoughts. I don't know how... Man, Lake, I don't... Oh. Just before James was born, I woke up to a soaking wet bed. I shouted, "Quick, get this into the laundry." You were flabbergasted. I screamed, "I'm not leaving until the washing is done and the house is clean." Is the house clean? Local message. Chris, I'm detecting multiple neural path sets in the VAT system. What are you doing? If I pick this up, then Liversage will too. Milford is already snooping. Oh, this month has felt like a beautiful dream, but I have to end it before everything comes crashing down. They can't have you. From the VAT-01 system. I'm scared. You abandoned James. You left me to die. Don't leave us again. Okay, so something happened that we are not privy to here that probably has a little something to do with the guilt that is driving Lake. Let's go this way. Yo! Engorged brain indeed. The gargantuan brain undulates softly as rivulets of blood trickle down through its cerebral folds. The rhythmic motion occasionally tugs at the center of cables, tugs at the cluster of cables thrust haphazardly into the organic structure, as if weakly attempting to free itself. What the actual entire fuck? A heavy humidity permeates the room, the walls coated in a thin film of condensation. The only sound is the soft whirring of hard drives from this console. No, I feel like I can hear the brain pulsating. Okay, what to make of this? And there is a thing here to accept. I mean...
This one is wrong.
A tumor. Like ourselves.
He's right. It is a tumor. It's stopping the node from functioning.
So, the bear's gonna have to remove it.
Man. Resuscitate and enable data port. Okay, yeah, we gotta cut that out of the VAT-02 cortex. I don't love this. Oh, hey, a heart. Well, I'll tell you this at least. This is not going to bother me the same way that cutting into that guy's mouth did. Okay, nope, we can't cut around that. Not allowed to defibrillate the heart. I don't know what to do with this. We don't have any items that immediately make sense to me. If it's not something that we're supposed to remove. Yeah, I don't know. Let's walk around a little bit more. It's a hell of a thing. Okay, let's try to get into that room. The fungal growth has overwhelmed the hatch door, burying it under an unassailable thick blanket of warbling mossy shapes. And over here, an immense gangrenous necrotic mass. Rivers of hairy mold push out from between its fetid wrinkles. The mottled complexion appears on the verge of self-collapse. At the same time, a blanket of mycelium has sprung from the acrid fluids pooling around the base.
Brains.
What?
No, he's right. It's a Kane brain vat. Biocomputers, the base's primary servers.
They do not hum.
They're offline. No wonder we couldn't connect back.
That one looks more than offline. It looks dead.
It's the same plant-like growth we saw in the ducts. Does that mean it's a contaminant?
Contaminant. Profit. Or reckoning.
I'm so glad New Guy is here in the comms with us. Okay, a mobile auto dock endoscope. Can we look inside my bum with this? I mean, probably, but why? Okay, so mule collection to DS15 not available because VAT 02 is at suboptimal performance and VAT 01 is just like not even, yeah. Alright, well, I mean, we could take that endoscope over to the other brain and maybe get a little bit more information about the... Alright.
Okay, Mose. You can do this.
I am a very small bear now.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
Show me a tumor.
Select action for further examination.
Okay. Stimulate?
Stimulating.
So when he stimulated 1, something happened in 3?
Stimulating.
So 1 and 3 are definitely connected. So the ability to sever and shunt... I don't know what any of this would do or mean, and it's making me nervous. I'm assuming that if we see... We'll see an unhealthy mass somewhere, or... Let's look at each of them once, at least. I don't know. They all look the same to me. What do I make of this? How am I to understand this? Okay. So... Can I ruin this brain permanently? This is my concern.
Severing failure. Latch regrowth 100%.
It sure did. What does the shunt button do?
Shunt failed. Latch regrowth 100%.
Huh. Savato 2 is reading a fatal error. I don't really remove foreign material from the cortex. don't see any foreign material.
Select Latcher for further examination. Severing failure. Latch regrowth 100%.
Yeah, everything's just regrowing immediately.
Shunt failed.
It's not,
Latch
yeah.
regrowth 100%.
And all of it looks the same. It's not clear to me what we are supposed to be getting or seeing from any of this.
Severing failure. Latch regrowth 100%.
I could just try doing that on each of them, but I'm sure it's going to be the same result. I feel like there's a piece of information that I'm still missing. What would be... Let me look at the... Yeah, there's no obvious way to tell... This door is also jammed shut. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing here. We haven't found anything new. It feels like Charlie is definitely still stuck. Is Mac... Yeah, Mac still can't go anywhere.
Got it.
Oh, okay.
Doors open.
I see. It wasn't that he had a different security level elsewhere. It's that I changed his security level. Okay. That makes more sense. I did not understand that to be what happened there. So that was the missing piece. A small number of cases lie disemboweled, the entrails of clothing strewn across the floor. Several pairs of shoes lie scattered and discarded, forced to part from their owners.
I'm inside. I don't know, it looks like a tunnel. An umbilical even. There's
What?
Suitcases, bags. People were leaving.
They look ransacked.
Told to gather there. To be ready to leave.
These people didn't go anywhere.
Neither did I.
Just somebody's family. I mean, it brought this up for us, so I'm going to take the picture, but I don't know. I don't know that I necessarily expect that to come to anything.
More bodies. Executed. Like the others.
Made examples. Made witnesses. My head. My head.
A locked door is signaled by the lethargic red spinning hologram. You're not sure if it makes you feel better to know it's to keep you inside or to keep something else out. Several corpses lie shredded against an impromptu shooting line, an execution so unrestrained and indulgent that the remains appear partly dissolved. Chunks of minced gore lie strewn in a lake of dried blood, the splatter adorning the bullet-pervaded wall. Bear a macabre piece of abstract expressionism. If you take the word bear out of that, it's totally a sentence. Another suitcase. Exterior lighting has afflicted the passage of glazed glass with a jaundiced glow, appearing akin to a writhing intestinal tract. Because everything's got to be like that. Everything in this game has just got to be like that. The passageway contorts away from the mule facility, winding and plunging out into the Stygian darkness. Okay, let's see where this goes.
Hey, crazy voice. Where does this go?
It connects the mule to the dig site.
Dig site?
What we were here for. The mistakes we made.
What mistakes? What happened here? You were part of it. What was this place?
Choices. Consequences. I
right? I'm certainly curious.
Charlie, look at this.
Christ, it's huge.
It is pretty.
Not the word I'd use.
At the bottom of the ocean.
You are in the blister. You are where it all begins.
This guy's really starting to affect my tranquility.
You are in the blister, a restricted area.
Where it all begins. Alright, you know what? This seems like a good moment for suspense. I'm going to cut it here. That is going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, I guess we are exploring the blister and discovering where it all began and exactly what it all was. And I have a feeling it's going to be a very information-dense episode. So come back for that, and we'll see you then.